Hello, you are welcome to another episode of Inspirational Hub with Emmanuel Goshen. Today, in this current episode, we will be discussing about the power of visualization. The power of visualization. You see, I want us to understand one thing, that before things are being brought into existence, someone has already visualized it in his mind. So that person has seen that object or system or process in his mind, and he has seen it with serious inspiration or life of that thing being working or being applicable. So that same product or that same content or item which was being visualized, you see, is the real foundation of whatever is being brought to existence. Let me give a very good example of books, novels, or movies. You see, when you see novels, when we look at movies, books, or any creative production whatsoever, you will see that is the ideology of someone else being brought into reality. So, the first thing, whatever we see, be it a car, a house, let me say a house or whatsoever, it has been programmed in someone's mind, and that person has seen it in such a way that, he brought it out to reality. So, when we talk about visualization, is the foundation of production, or whatever is being transformed into reality. I know that visualization requires some level of transformational processes to bring things into actualization. So, but in the future, we'll be discussing transformation as a topic. So, back to our point, I want us to understand that there's serious power in visualizing things. Is it the future? Is it our desires? Is it what we want to do? Or how we want to go about things? So, visualization is seeing the life ahead, or seeing the reality or possibility ahead. So, without these visualizations, most of those things that we enjoy today or visualize today would have been brought into existence. So, the old paradigm would have become more realistic and more applicable than ever if visualization is not being in existence. Because for visualizing things, we discovered that innovation also takes place. So, in this topic, in this segment, we'll be looking at some components. We're looking at the baseline. We have some illustration. Yes, value your future, value your vision. We look at the definition. We look at facts of visualization, the importance of visualization. In reality, we'll also be looking at a critical view, phases of visualization, life without visualization, summary, and also we'll be concluding this segment for now. So, let's look at the baseline. You see, I strongly believe in one thing, that life is what you make it, or it makes you. So, as human beings, it's either we accept the fact that at the point of we realizing or discovering ourselves, we have to know that we are in control of the life we live. That we have to be intentional in all we do. So, we determine things that happens to us. We determine things we have been exposed to. We determine a lot that goes around us. a popular person said sometimes ago. He said, life is all about 1% what happens to you and 99% what you make it happen. So that is to say, life to an average human being should be what you make it. But if you refuse to make life, that is to become something different or to produce a unique value out of ourselves, life will place us on the common ground. And automatically, that is, life will make us to be where others are dwelling. And in this situation, we will hardly have a choice to resist. So, let's further. The reality is, success is down to making incremental improvements and going beyond what is comfortable or expected. So, you see, like Desmond Tutu said, he said there is no passion in playing small. You see, for anyone to be successful, you don't just look at what common people are doing. Yes, you have to go the extra mile. You have to go that uncomfortable route people are not willing to go. You have to go the road that's been less traveled by others. So, to further on, by consistently pushing beyond our limits, we can tap into our full potential and achieve extraordinary results. However, our vision of what we want to be and where we want to be cannot be excluded from platform, as the all situations becomes meaningless. So, you see, it's not like when you say you want to break a current existing record, and you don't have a vision of what you think, and you don't have a vision of what you think you really want. So you end up doing things anyhow, and at the end of the day, it becomes meaningless. So, however, that is why you need to visualize what you really want ahead of time. So, career-wise, if you want to become a doctor, first of all, you need to see yourself operating in a theater room. You need to first see yourself, attending to patients, examining their situation, making records as doctors usually do. So, and the more you can visualize what you want, the more you can believe in yourself, the more you expose yourself to the possibility of becoming what you really want to become in life, or attaining where you want to attain in life. So, let us look at the world tallest building. This is the Burj Khalifa in the United Arab Emirates. One thing I want to let you know is that this building is just the imaginary result of someone. When you look at the design, when you look at the heights, when you look at how it starts today, you will look at that someone has already imagined it and eventually brought it to existence by following the required process. That is, maybe first of all drawing it up. When after drawing it, passing through all the architectural work, and from there, now is being proposed. It's being passed to those who be financing the project. The financiers now called the experts, who carried out all the processes as expected. At the end of the day, it later came out as expected. So, just imagine, this is what you want to be tomorrow. Automatically, you should know that all your tomorrow depends on all your today. In reality, meaning that all what you become tomorrow depends on all what you are putting in yourself today. It depends on what you are equipping yourself or fortifying yourself with. So that is say, you will end up being a product of your vision. So that is why the importance of visualization cannot be, cannot be underestimated in all life situations to a serious-minded person. So let's move further. According to Joel Otto Baker, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world. Now, let us take these statements one by each. When we have a vision, but without an action, it's just a mere dream. That is a pie in the sky, something that is not attainable, something that is not reasonable, something that is absolutely meaningless. So that is to say, vision itself is meaningless without taking the rightful action at the right time. So just like you want to build a very good mansion, you should know that the first thing you need to acquire is the land, not the roof. So you just buy a roof without having a land to start to rent the building on is just as good as wasting your time and your money. So in life, we need to have a vision, and this vision needs to be backed up with an action. As all what we desire or what we are visualizing will end up as a mere dream. The second point is action without vision just passes the time. So it's just as if you just get into the car, start driving without you having a destination. You will just go around merry-go-rounding, waste your fuel, waste your battery, waste your energy, because you don't even have a clue of where you want to be or where you are going. So likewise in life, we don't just do things simply because we can do them. We are more reasonable doing things simply because we have a clue of what we want in life. Simply because we have a clue of where we want to be in life. We have an idea of what ought to be done at a specific time. So it's just like when I said earlier on that life is what you make it. Life can only become what you make it by when you are intentional in all your endeavors. When you are not being confused, when you are not being manipulated, but you know what you want and you do the right thing that ought to be done, and eventually you will come out with a reasonable result. So the last point it means is vision with action can change the world. So back to our initial slide, you will see that I said earlier on that those behind this building have visualized it. Someone has gotten a vision, shared it with others, and with the rightful action being taking place at the right time, they really change the situation. Because that same land where this building is occupied was initially being occupied by only no one knows, but maybe just to be a football field. As at now that this building has been erected, nobody can go there and play football like before. So there has been a change in the situation. It might be used as a road or a footpath, but now that this building has been erected, it can no longer be used as a footpath anymore. So that is to say, we are what we make ourselves in life. We are what we make of our own resources. So Joel was right to say, vision with action can change the world. So let's carry on. You see, you having a vision is not enough in its own. Yes, you might have a very good vision for your future, but yet you need to value it. Yes, this is what I usually tell the young people. You need to value what you want to become in life, because you've got only one life to spend. And if wasted, there's no remedy to that. You end up blaming yourself, and no matter how reasonable your excuses may be, your excuses will end up not beautifying you. That's what about excuses. So in life, You need to value your vision. So look at these buildings. You see that this is just a bungalow, and this is just a 3-story. But one thing I want us to understand is these houses were being built on the same size of land. So it's your responsibility to use your own life. So let us take each portion of land as our life. So this man has just built his bungalow. Maybe his own vision is to live there with his family. So maybe let's say he has also 2 flats in this building. So the first flat could be for himself, and the second flat could be for a tenant. So, and this man has got a different vision from the first man, because all he wants is, maybe he wants to have a building that he'll be getting residual income every month. So, sacrifice-wise, he has put in more sacrifice than the first man. Let us start from the foundation. The in-depth of the foundation of both houses can never be the same. That's the reality. And it's your responsibility as someone who values his or her own life to face this reality. That it's your responsibility to value your vision of whatever you want to become in life. For the fact you were being born of the same parents doesn't mean that you have to live your life like others in your family. So, it's your responsibility to make life what you want to make it. So, this man of the 3-story has a different vision from the man with a bungalow. So, there's no mix-up about that. Either someone convinces you, or someone persuades you, or entices you, whatever choice you make is your responsibility. But for those who really cherish their future, value their vision, they will have to understand me that it's their responsibility to ensure their vision becomes a reality. And if they fail, it's also their responsibility. Nobody will share such a responsibility with anybody. So, coming back to basics, it's your responsibility, it's my responsibility to share, to value our vision. We should ensure that our vision does not end up in the bin. So, it's our vision, it's our responsibility to ensure that we give it what it takes without any form of excuse. Yes, in life, challenges are inevitable. And like philosophers do say, do say that life tests you based on your strength. So if you want to set an examination for different students in different classes, you won't give the question meant for the year 1 for the one who's already year 6, and you will give the questions meant for the one in year 6 to the one in year 1. You will test everybody in accordance with their level, in accordance with their expectation. So, life could be challenging, yes. Life could be whatsoever, yes. But it's your responsibility to ensure you value your vision and also ensure your vision becomes a reality. So, let's come to the definition of visualization. Visualization is the ability to create pictures in your mind. It can help boost your motivation, clarity, success in life, optimizing your performance and reducing anxiety, fear, and stress in new or pressured situations. And like I said earlier on, life is full of challenges. And to the strong-minded, challenges is what make life interesting. Challenges are what makes our story worthwhile and also tenderable. So when we come to the reality of it, as I usually say, challenges are absolutely inevitable from man. We are just meant to face challenges. And I usually tell people, in life, it's either you face the challenges in front of you and move ahead, because after facing challenges, it's not reason for you to just remain at the same point, or else that will amount to stagnation. But it's worthwhile after challenges for you to move ahead to the next one. And no matter the level you attain in life, there are just challenges awaiting you. And the aim of these challenges awaiting you are just to keep you back of where you just attained. So, you going to school, passing through year 1, passing through year 2, passing through year 3, up to year 4, is not a reason why you need to stop. So, you know that even year 5, there are still challenges, year 6, there are still challenges. And when you leave that into secondary school, you expect more challenges. So, the more we grow in life, the more stronger our inevitable challenges become. And the more we need to ensure that we are well equipped to overcome challenges. We could visualize possible challenges that, getting to this class or getting to this level, this is what I might be facing. And to those who are, those who are seriously minded, they might have prepared themselves to ensure that they are capable of facing down challenges that comes their way. So, one of the major opposition of visualization is challenges, or are challenges. So, Alfred A. Bonaparte said, to establish great things, we first dream, then visualize, then plan, believe, act. So, you see, one of the main aims of visualization is for us to have the capability or the avenue to accomplish great things. So, those who accomplish great things first, yes, they dream, they visualize, that they've seen it even while awake. They might be dreaming while they are asleep, or while they are awake. They could be visualizing it, seeing it, until, it becomes a reality. So, that is what we need to understand. So, at this point, I would like us to discuss facts of visualization. Facts of visualization. Now we'll be able to define visualization, we'll be able to illustrate. So let us see facts of visualization. So, by vividly imagining our desires, outcomes, and goals, we activate the brain's creative and problem-solving abilities to create the change we want to see. Visualizing success can help us maintain a positive mindset and build confidence via positive self-talk and motivation to take action rather than sitting on the fence. Those are the main facts of visualization. So that is, when we can visualize things, we have a huge tendency to bring them to life, because we know that this is what we have inside of us and we are ready to bring it out. Yes, the second one is visualizing success, because we know it's possible, because we know it's attainable, we feel motivated even when we are being downcasted by external motivators, motivating factors such as friends, such as society, even government policies. But yet, because we value that vision and we could imagine the type of difference it's going to create in our lives, what do? We personally motivate ourselves. And for this reason, we give no excuse on why we need to let ourselves down due to situations or short of funding from either individuals or organizations. So let's move ahead. You see, at this point, I would like us to understand. I would like us to get this book on Amazon and read some very critical points, some very insightful, insightful writings on the 7 principles of transformation. It's a very powerful read, very insightful. It's a book you can't just put down once you lay your hands on it. It's a book that has a lot of insight, has a lot of it has a lot of facts to give us, especially why the process of transforming our lives from what we are today to what we want to become tomorrow, and also is a book that ensures that that the buyers are really satisfied for what they pay for. So let's move ahead. So the next point is why visualization? Why visualization? So visualization gives clarity and allows us to remove negative emotions to make us focus on what matters. Yes, the more clear your vision is, the more clear your dream is, the more the more powerful, the more better you do away with obstacles. The more clearer you approach what you need to approach at the right time. So visualization enables us to optimize our performance by mentally preparing for challenging situations, by developing coping strategies and better response to future anxieties. It's just like when you are going to a battle as a soldier, you must know that you come across enemies. No matter how you like, no matter how you fear, this world. The truth is, you will know that whenever you are in the war front, you are dealing with opponents and not friends. So when you could visualize the type of challenges that might come your way, and this is why soldiers are well equipped. That you see, they ensure that apart from holding a gun, they have other weapons around them, because they know that they might come across various unexpected challenges. So visualization gets us back on track mostly after overcoming unexpected challenges. Yes, that is the truth. Because as I said, at times when you start a journey to a particular destination that at times if most of you traveling down the way, you might end up making mistakes. And maybe you come to a place whereby you haven't before. And you will come to realize that at times there are mistakes. At times you come across maybe hold-ups, you come across potholes, you come across all the situations. But it's after overcoming that, you still proceed to where you're going. You understand the point? And you don't give excuses, and you don't create excuses, and for that reason make you turn your way back. That comes from fear. You will still persist. So, and that is what makes a difference in our lives. The ability for us to carry on after overcoming challenges. So, life is in phases, but we'll be discussing that later on. So, every situation you get to, there are always inevitable challenges waiting for you. So, I love this ABBA team, and there's a particular lyrics they sang, and this is I Have a Dream. So I so much love it, and I feel inspired each time I listen to the lyrics. And there's no how I could just prepare this this episode without listening to them. So I would like you to please hold on. Let them play it here, and then start that. Let us see what we are able to come across. So one thing I noticed is that this song, I Have a Dream, is just the lyrics was well written, and I would like to read some of the lines to us to help you cope with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. So that is to say, let us come that I love this second line that if you help me cope with anything, that is to persist in unexpected situations, even unpleasant situations. But let's come to this that you can take the future even if you fail. That is to say, your current situation does not determine where you can attain tomorrow. Yes, if you understand your future, yes, challenges cannot keep you back Failure cannot keep you back. Yes, you will eventually face them and face them down, no matter how long, how many times you fail. So, I so much love this lyric so much, and I love saying that I have a dream, which is the vision she had, and I love, and I'm sure every one of us have a dream, and this is the vision we need to cherish, and this is a vision we need to take to the future. So now, visualization enables us to understand what to embrace, endure, and ignore. So that is, focus on what matters. Understanding the importance of visualization would make us more futuristic rather than holding on to the grudges, disappointment, failure, and setbacks of the past. Visualization grants meaning and clarification to our sense of direction. Visualization gives a strategic overview of what we want and how we want to get it. So these are just clear points about visualization. So the truth is, visualization has got a lot to do. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, you just have to look at what you want to do, and you need to see it working. You see, before you could tell that to the public. So, and this is just to see in the future from a different lens. See the future with a different eye. So, visualizations enables us adapt the rightful philosophy, that is the fundamental nature of knowledge and reality, to value our existence as humans, and philosophical. Yes, that is our mental, emotional, and intellectual state, to reason and adjust platforms to create change we want to see, and then live the life we desire. So the truth is that, visualization gives light. It illuminates darkness. It illuminates ignorance that, that might hinder us from attaining what we want to achieve. That might, that might hinder us from what we want to establish in life. For like we said earlier, to establish great things, we need to see them, we need to dream it, we need to visualize it, we need to believe it, and we need to act. So, if you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a judge, you want to be a professor, see yourself becoming it now, and also take the right steps by researching what you ought to do. Don't wait for someone to come and tell you what you need to do. Make research. You have everything at your disposal. The internet, the books, and even on the internet, you have a lot of sources, such as social media, Google, whatsoever, that you research what you need to know about what you want to become in life. So, you sitting on the fence, waiting for somebody, blaming family for not coming to your aid, is absolutely unreasonable and unacceptable. So, let's proceed. This is Dr. Plummer. Yes, she wrote an article, the neuroscience of visualization, and I so much embrace this article, and I give her all credit for this wonderful work. You see, one thing about visualization is we need to understand this neuroscience of visualization. The first thing is we need to be specific. We need to know what exactly we want. Yes. So, that is, we need to make our vision as real as possible. That is to say, making it a reality. The second point she emphasized on is be emotional. By adding emotion to our visualizations, we need to tap into our brain's limbic system, making our visualization even more powerful. You see, what I like to say is that at times, when we want to achieve a particular vision or desire, we come across challenges. that unexpected disappointment from people that we thought they are on the same page with us, or people denial support from people that we think they are our friends. You see, this is the high time we need to determine who we are. So when if you are emotional about what you really want to achieve, you will see that you will become more powerful than the challenges you are facing, which is aiming to hold you back or pull you down. The next one is we need to be frequent to keep our goals front and center in our brain, conscious and unconscious awareness. So I recommend visualizing at least twice a day. That is, we need to have it. It's not something we need to forget. It's something that we need to have in ourselves until we attain it. So increase motivation by familiarizing yourself with feelings of achievement. You increase your motivation to reach your end goal and believe success is more possible and realistic. It builds your internal motivation to take necessary action to achieve goals. So that is to say, if you are not motivated, you might have a vision which will end up not realizing it. If you don't see it, if you don't see sense in it, or if you don't see a sense of belonging in what you are doing, that is, have a passion for it, you will only end up desiring it and go for something else. Because it shows you are not ready, it shows you don't understand what you want, it shows you don't have value, it shows you are not even paying attention to what you really want in life. So that is one thing about the neuroscience of visualization. So at this point, I would like to discuss the importance of visualization. When we look at this arrow, you will see that this man has seen his goal ahead, and you could see the arrow pointing towards that goal. You will see that this man has seen the light ahead of him, and he could not hesitate. He knew that the next thing he needs to do is to take action by running towards his target. You see, many people see their goals, they see what they want to become, but because they are not actionable, because they are so lazy-minded, they want everything done for them before they move, or they want all the roads cleared before they move, and which has caused a lot of setback or whatsoever for them. So, the importance of visualization. One, makes us more intentional in all we do and live purposefully. So that is to say, when you have a vision, you act intentionally by doing the right thing at the right time. You ensure that the right resources are in place, the right process is in place, the right system is in place, so that you know which one comes first and which one comes next. So by you understanding your visualization, you know how to set your priority aright. Like I said earlier on, that just imagine someone who wants to build a house, and this person just acquired the land, and you are not even there. So it's just like, and this person acquired the land, and this person now starts saying, okay, this person wants to build a house. Did not even acquire a land, but he's not acquired the land. What did he do? He just decided to go for the roofing. The point is, without having a land, where do you want to place the roof? It shows the person doesn't know what he's doing. So, and that person also have a vision of what he wants. So, apart from the person not knowing what he's doing, the person does not know what he or she really wants. It's when you know what you want and you don't know what to do. So, the point above sentiment is visualization makes us intentional in all we do. Because we know what we want, we know where to do it, and we begin to do it, we take our steps at the right time. Then it makes us live purposefully. People are not intentional about what they do. They can never live purposefully. They will always be taking excuse, and yet they take things for granted, and yet they end up being a ridicule to themselves. So the point is, visualization makes us intentional. So the next point is, visualization fuels our efforts and passion by making our dreams, our dream life attainable. So, the truth is, as I said earlier, it makes us intentional. But in being intentional, there are efforts we put in place. And these efforts we put in place, we put them in place because we are passionate about what we want to become or about what we want to see. In life, nobody is going to be the shade you want to see in your life. Nobody's going to get it for you. You are the one to bring the shade into existence yourself. You are the one to ensure that what you really want comes to pass. I know in most cases, you might need the support of others, but yet, others cannot support when you are not even ready or when you are not already doing something. So, the point is, the more you understand the power of visualization, the more meaningful your efforts, the more meaningful your actions, your endeavors, your persistence, your perseverance become meaningful to you. You know, at times, when passing through difficulties or difficult situations at times, you know, as a matured man, I do smile because I know this is not the end of the game. At times, you might have to, you might have to endure a particular situation for a number of years, but because you understand the value of your vision, you know what you will realize at the end of the day, your efforts, your passion, you know, will not be meaningless at the end of the day. So visualization fuels our efforts and our passion by making our dream life attainable. So that is the type of life you dream of living. You know, where we are or whatever you do shouldn't be the pinnacle of what we come to our life to achieve. We should just see it as one of those things we need to achieve in life, no matter how good or how magnified it might be. So we just hold ourselves the act of being realistic towards ourselves. So the next point is, it helps us maximize our potential by enabling us to recognize that we have untapped potential within us and help us commit to reaching our highest level of performance in all areas of our life. So I quite understand that this is very explanatory, but the point is, when we understand visualization or our vision, you know, we know that the more we persist in terms of facing our challenges, the more we discover untapped energy inside of us, the more we discover untapped potentials inside of us. And this enables us to become more better, more effective. This enables us to become more, you know, more intellectual fortified, and, you know, it boosts the level of our confidence, whereby we see ourselves as being ready than ever to confront any situation that might come our way. So, you know, the highest level is not where we are at the moment. The highest level is where we continue to attain after attaining one level or the other. So, no matter where you are, there are still other challenges ahead of you. So, and when you think there are those challenges, you can try other endeavors, rather than just keep yourself stagnant at that point. The fourth point is, helps us set clear goals by defining specific and measurable goals that align with our values and vision. Set targets that stretch us and provide a clear direction to our actions. So, that is to say, when we understand our vision, where we want to be in the next few years, we know the type of goals that we need to set for ourselves at this current point. If, for example, if you would like to become a doctor in the future, and you are still in secondary school, you should know that there are subjects you need to familiarize yourself with. And apart from just reading those subjects, you need to try and do your best. You have to get high grades in those subjects such as science, or let me say biology, and so forth. And you are including maths and English anyway. So now you know in this, you will give yourself a target on this subject so that you know that you will come out well. And if you have to be in a place like Britain, whereby you need to you need to sit for A levels before going to the university, you will understand that in your A levels, there's even an expectation you need to meet before having the audacity to go to any university to say, or apply to any university to say that you want to become a medical doctor. And even getting admitted into the university does not all guarantee you will become a medical doctor. You need to face those things that you need to face that are necessary before the university could satisfy you that yes, you are capable of becoming a doctor in any hospital. So, the truth is, but when you understand visualizations, you know how to set your goals, and you ensure that these goals align with your values. And these same values, because these same goals become value, because you're in the right direction. And your actions are being exhausted on the right direction, not being wasted. So, you have to understand that visualization also enables us have a clear purpose of direction. That is, we know where to go, we know where to pass, we know where to avoid in life. So, the fifth one is enable us develop a growth mindset by enabling a mindset of continuous growth and improvement. So, this enables us see and take challenges as opportunities for improvement and believe in your ability to develop new skills rather than giving up. These are other points. So, with visualization, you know that you have it, because of your vision, even though you are the type of person who is always scared of certain things or of taking risks, you know that, yes, because you value that vision, you will have to reconfigure your psychological life and program yourself with a growth mindset that is capable of overcoming challenges or breaking out of stagnation or limitations. So, with a growth mindset, you can go far because you are wherever your mind places you psychologically. So, you can hardly go beyond where your mind places you. So, you are what you see of yourself. That is, in your mind, the picture of what you have about yourself. So, when you have a growth mindset, as a result of visualization, you will see that your mind visualizes you at the pinnacle, even while yet to be there. And even while at the pinnacle, your mind still pictures you, as somewhere else. So, it's not like when you clear a particular forest, it's why for you to look for another forest to clear, so that you become more of what you are, so that your life becomes more worthwhile as an human being, so that you become a role model to the younger generation. So, not just seeing all what you've done as all what you can do, or just see yourself as the best among your peers. No, look for other challenges, and that is what your mind and your growth mindset will prepare you to do. So, these are other points. Visualization compels us to act at the right time, at the right place, by taking massive action to achieve our goals, rather than, embracing procrastination. We take control of our own lives by being decisive towards our goals. So, just like Denzel Washington said, he said, without commitment, you will never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you will never finish. So, let's come back. Let's deal with this statement a little. You see that visualization compels us to act at the right time and at the right place. So that is to say, there is a right place you need to go before, or you need to pass through before you become a doctor. So you have to pass through education, college, university, and for you to become a doctor, you have to be in an hospital. You can't tell me you are a doctor why yes, you can carry a medical you can carry a medical activities partially elsewhere, but the right place that's meant for a doctor is hospital. So now, one thing I need to understand is, when we have a vision, we have to be committed to it. And in the process of being committed, we have to be consistent in that commitment. As it applies to what Washington said, that without commitment, you will never start. That is, you have to be committed to your vision so that you can start taking the rightful steps at the right time. Bear in mind, there's always a time frame for everything that ought to be achieved in life. So, and without consistency, that is, without you being regular, without you taking the steps that ought to be taken at the right time, you will never finish. As once you never finish this process, you can never attain this trophy. So everything in life, everything great in life is a process, and there's a time frame for every process. So the seventh one is visualization. Makes us embrace discipline and consistency, which are main established habits that support our efforts to make our dream a reality. As commonly said, little drops make a mighty ocean. So, without any form of sentiment, when you visualize yourself being a doctor, bear in mind, you must know that you can't be doing this anyhow. You have to be disciplined by ensuring that you face your studies, you face your studies regularly, not just once a day reading or once a day exercise. These are things you have to be committed to in a consistency manner, whereby could make it an established habit. Or let me say, these are things you have to be. These are things you have to embrace. Discipline also have to embrace in a consistency manner, whereby, yes, in a consistency manner, whereby it facilitates a better platform for your dreams to become a reality. So, and let us say this: little efforts is what requires. For the fact you read a book does not mean you understand what the book says. Because at times when you read and the book has no meaning for you, the book has no value to you. So what I'm trying to say is, you have to embrace things that will make your actions valuable to you. So one of those things that will make your actions valuable at the end of the day is discipline. And this discipline ought to be in a consistent manner. You don't discipline yourself once in a blue moon. No. You have to ensure that you give it what it takes in a regular manner. That is why at a work, with a workplace, when you are being offered a job, they give you a probationary period. Now, this probationary period could be 3 months, could be 6 months. Now, they want to see how consistent you are in maintaining certain habits. For example, if your probationary period is 1 week, and maybe you are a very funny person, you could realize that for 1 week you will keep your habits for 1 week, and next after past probation in the week, then you need to exhibit your habits. Now the company can no longer, fire you or lay you off. But if they make it 3 to 6 months, no matter how dodgy you might be, they will eventually see traces of your real personality. So this probationary period is a voluntary period just to see who you are and who you could be if the company takes you over on a permanent basis. So what I want to say that in life, to make our vision a reality, we need to embrace discipline. And we have to ensure that this discipline is consistent in manner. And however, we should embrace consistency by knowing that this little effort we make towards our vision, we eventually make it a big reality on the long run. So, next one. Now, visualization make us seek and surround ourselves with like-minded people to keep us inspired to grow and persist, mostly during challenging periods. Like-minded people such as mentors, coaches, and well-wishers can help us go far in our journey. Yes, you see, there's nobody can help you other than the person who has gone through it. Don't tell me that a doctor can help you to become a lawyer. Don't tell me that a lawyer can help you to become, to become a pilot. Everyone has his own, everyone has his own roots in life. So what I want to let you know that, you see, there are certain visions we have in life that those around us are not the best people to motivate us. So, but when you share your vision, you will eventually go for people that are like-minded. For example, there's a website known as Meetups. No matter what you do, when you go on Meetups, you will find people who have gotten similar minds like you. And the more when you get in the midst of people have gotten similar minds like you, eventually you will see people ahead of you, people on the same level with you, people are just behind you. One thing you come to realize that the more you share your vision within like-minded people, the more your vision becomes lively to you. The more your vision becomes more meaningful to you. But if you share it in the midst of the wrong people, they will only look at you down with what you said. They will only look you down and make you look as if you are being meaningless. But in the midst of the right people, but if that person happens to be, for example, if you want to go into an online business, and those people around you are just used to, let me say, they are just used to 9 to 5 daily work. They will look at you that, well, what do you think? What? When you go to people who are into online business for real, who have been in it for years, they will put you through. They will make it your vision of becoming an online business person. They make it, apart from making it attainable, they make that vision more lively. They make it more meaningful to you. So that is why visualization enables us to go for the right people. Because you will know that, yes, you are lacking behind and there's something ought to be done. Else, you'll be left behind. So the ninth point is visualization enables us to take full responsibility of our physical well-being by prioritizing our health and well-being, by adopting healthy habits such as exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest, which are essential for substantiated high performance. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the whole circumstances, the season, or the wind, but you can change yourself. This is something you are in charge of, according to Jim Rohn. You see, Jim Rohn is a man I so much love reading his books. I so much listen to him. He's a man who has just gotten this, this deep level of philosophy and common sense. You see, the truth is, when you have a vision, you don't go for everything in front of you. You focus on what matters to you. And one of those things that matters to you is your physical and mental well-being. You understand the point that because for you to attain greatness in life, you have to be in a very good mental state. You have to have a very sound mind. You have to be mentally strong. And it's your responsibility to ensure that you are in a very good psychological state. And that's why you see leaders today, before people vote them, they have to share them psychologically that they are not having any form of psychological issues, because it might affect their decision-making process. So therefore, visualization enables you take care of your well-being, so that it keeps you in a very in a good state. So the 10th one is visualization enables us to cultivate resilience by viewing failures and setbacks as opportunity for growth. learn from our mistakes, adapt to change, and bounce back stronger from difficulty and toughness than before to make our story worthwhile. You see, when people go through challenges in life, when people come out, telling you how positive they were during their challenging period, when people, tell you what they passed through, especially soldiers who went for war, people who went through difficulty, people who had issues with the state, people who had to fight certain tough challenges in their lives. You will know one thing. Most of them believe one thing is that the state at which they've attained, before telling you the story, they will see themselves at that spot. So that is to say, most of the leaders we see today, majority of them will tell you, they see themselves at that position even before they attained it. So, but one thing is that in the process of becoming whatever they became, they passed through, a lot. And because they were resilient, they saw all those failures, all those setbacks, they saw it as opportunity for growth. And the more you have a growth mindset, the more challenges become irrelevant or insignificant to you. So it was when you don't have a growth mindset, challenges are real excuses or real reasons why you ought to give up, why ought to fail, why you ought to give up, why you have to drop out of the circle, why you have to be stagnant in most cases. But when you cultivate resilience, you see failures, or let me say disappointment from other people as a reason to learn and also to grow. For the fact, resilience enables you brace yourself. Well, because we live in the cynical world, and people play in accordance with their selfish interest. So at times when you get, when you are not being favored, or when you get being played down by some people, it's not a reason why you should fail yourself. It's just a reason why you just have to recalibrate the situation, look at what you ought to have done, what you need to do better, and relaunch yourself. Failure, challenges, and they're absolutely inevitable. But in case it occurs, it's not the reason why you should come back. You could try again. You will give another try. You could push. Yes. And the more you push, the more you inspire those younger generation, to listen to you. The more you inspire them to take steps that rather than just keep you to where they are, when you tell them, push harder. Life gonna be tough, but you become tougher. Yes, that makes your story worthwhile. That makes your life meaningful. That makes more people embrace you, want to listen to you, the more want to follow you, especially on most social media platforms. So, but when you see, and it's very important for us to see the positive side in any advert or any negative situation we come across in life. It's very essential for us to see that in every negative situation, there's always one positive thing to go away with. There's always one positive thing to learn from. And the more you see life from this perspective, the more you grow. The more you become fortified, the more you become mentally strong. The more the more easier it becomes for you to break down barriers and walls. Even when you fail, it's not an endeavors. And after succeeding, you can even become a coach to many people. And because you're a coach, yes, there's a huge tendency that you earn a very good living, or you could end up making a very good investment from that situation. So you see, failure is not the reason why you have to go and hide your head in shame. It's a reason why you have to come out and try again. Yes. So that is why, and you will only try again because you value your vision. You will try again because if you give up your vision, you will end up in a failure. So that is why you have to try again. And one thing, right? If you fail to try again, if you fail to actualize your vision, remember, apart from disappointing yourself, you will be disappointing those who believe in you. You will be disappointing those who are attached to you. So, it's more better to ensure that you understand and utilize the power of visualization to live a good life. 11th, visualization makes us strategic planners by analyzing our capacities, probabilities, and possibilities with the right tools. This makes us masters of our own game and seek support where necessary. You will see that I would like to iron a certain points in this slide. One, visualization makes us strategic planners. We know that visions are not things you can achieve within 30 minutes. Yes, visions are things that have value to you and you tend to achieve within, let me say, 5 to 10 years. At times more than that. Now, because you know that this is the vision you want to achieve, you have to make plans, and you have to be strategic in your plans, that you have to look in the future of your plans. So, and you know, when you look at when you make plans based on as a strategic person, you are being realistic. You are able to analyze your capabilities. You know what you are good at. You know what you are weak at. You know what you need to do. You know where you need to leverage your activities. You know where you need to call people. You know what you can do on your own. You know who to call. You know where to start. You know where to pause. You know, as a planner, you know when everything starts and when anything pauses or stops. So again, you know what is possible. Just like I said earlier on, you want to build a house, and the first, rather than getting the land, clearing it up, starting the foundation, the first thing you went for was roofing. Now, without acquiring the land, where do you want to place the roof? Or where do you want where do you want to start, create a shed? I don't know if you're going to create a space, but the truth is, if you're a very good planner, you know what to do at the right time. You know the skills you have. You know the skills you need to leverage. You know your possibilities, and you know your probabilities. Possibilities are things that you know that, all things being equal, without the support of anyone, you will get it done. And possibilities are things that, yes, you can do, but yet, you still need the support of someone else. Or, in some cases, contract it out for the sake of convenience. And when we talk of tools, in management, we have the SWOT analysis, we have the Porter 5 forces, we have different 5 C's, and so on and so forth. These tools will give you, will enable you to analyze your current situation. After analyzing your current situation, it also serves as tools to know that it gives a clear direction of action. That, okay, you know where to eat, you know where to ignore, you know where to reserve yourself as, especially if you are dealing in the world of marketing. So, another point is that, you see, when you can plan strategically, it makes us masters of our own game. That is, we don't end up failing into the hands of circumstances or into the hands of contingency. No matter what it may be, it shows that that we are ready. That the right resources, the right people, the right time, the right platform, everything is in place ahead of execution, which is a way of reflecting our personality as being effective. So that's one point. That's another point. So the next one is visualization paves way for problem solving and decision making by providing clarity on the root causes, stimulating our imagination and creativity to solve problems. So when we look at this picture, we will realize that there are wheels tied together, and one person will hardly put all these jigsaw together, or all these chain wheels together. You will see that one person will hardly do that. So one reason is that if this is what meant to be achieved, we know how it's going to be assembled, we know how the pulling machine is going to work, and we know which one comes first. So now, because we could visualize what is to be done, it has given us clarity to what the problem is. What the problem is. The stimulation of our imagination is brainstorming or seeking ideas from different people, especially those who have been who are well experienced, who have once participated in such a thing, and they could easily give a possible result, even at the start of the whole exercise. So another thing is that imagination, visualization, also paves way for creativity to solve problems. Most problems, most challenges we face today in today's world is most of them require creativity to be solved. And when we can visualize a problem, we could also visualize a possible solution to it. So, and then once we can do that, before you know what's going on, most of the problems we are facing, even in life, they become solved because of we visualize the root cause. We could visualize what needs to be done and what needs to be adjusted. And at the end of the day, we end up being able to provide a solution. So, visualization is also very, very essential for critical thinking. But that will be discussed in another slide or in the nearest future. We'll be looking at critical thinking and why it's so important. You see, visualization creates way for creativity by creating a mental imaginary that prompts positive outcomes. That is imagination to reality. So, how, the majority of what we visualize today are innovations by people, but they had a vision of it in their mind before they brought it out to reality. So they visualized it and they saw how it could help humanity solve its problems one way or the other. And what happened? They worked on it effortlessly and they brought it out to reality. And today, we saw those people behind this as innovators. And today, history, tells well on them. So, the next point is, visualization creates space for innovation by critical viewing possible ways of getting things done. So, just like the globe, for example, it was tried 999 times. So, Newton never saw it as a platform of failure, but it as a platform of discovering things. So, when we look at innovation, before we could embrace an innovation product, be a phone, be a car, be a laptop, whatsoever, or let me say Uber or whatsoever. You see, these things have been tried because it was initially visualized in someone's head or mind, and it was being brought out by taking certain actions. And I tell you, not until it's over, it now became over, not until they achieved it. Those actions, those numerous actions, never came to an end. In some cases, it might even take years to discover or to arrive at the real desire. And after the day, they create a difference. So, in reality, visualization is a matter of discovering the light that paves way to your destiny. Visualization is light itself that illuminates darkness and ignorance. I always tell people there are three major plans for what needs to avoid if you want to go far in life. You have to avoid ignorance, you have to avoid arrogance, and you have to avoid negligence. But at this point, when you are in the dark, you are ignorant because you don't know where to go, you don't know where to place your legs, you don't know where to move towards. So, and when you visualize things, you understand that point, it's even light itself that paves way towards reality. So, So understanding your vision strength, understanding our vision strengthens our ability to remain focused and consistent towards achieving our goals, and nothing will hold us back. Yes, this is for the serious-minded people. This is for the strong-minded people. When you understand your vision, or when I understand my vision, my strength or my ability becomes strengthened. That is, no matter the number of times I fail, no matter the trials or anxiety, or let me say, fake things appearing to be real, I'm just not going to give up. I will not just give up. Yes, the duty of obstacles is to hold people back. So either it holds you or you overcome it. It's your choice. So the next point here is, those who have passion for their vision would always learn to remain stubborn and focused towards achieving their dream life. They never get defeated, no matter the number of times they fail. They persevere and persist till they break through in life amidst the numerous challenges we faced. That is absolutely self-explanatory. That's the message clear. The message there is clear, and I'm sure we could go through it again. So, those who have passion for their vision will always learn to remain stubborn and focus towards achieving their dream life. Oh, this is just a repetition. This is just a repetition of what I said earlier on. So, let's go to the next point. To live a fulfilled life is vital to visualize success and consider it our birthright and not something meant for the privilege. We need to paint our future canvas and imagine our goals not as distant dreams, but as vivid realities. We need to spend time each day visualizing ourselves achieving success and expressing the positive emotions associated with it. This mental rehearsal strengthens our belief in our ability to attain our goals and increase our motivation to take action. So, you could see just this, this solid ground, and here this plant still came out. So, to live a fulfilled life, we should not consider it a bed of roses. No, whenever you achieve things easily, not challenging, you end, at the end of the day, the thing does not have meaning to you. So, when you can only visualize what is meaningful to you, what will create a positive change to your life and to the life of those around you. When you become a change you like to see, people begin to admire you. People will like to be like you. People will like to learn one or two things from you. And even creating change in people's life is also transforming your own life for the better. So, before I proceed, you see, this is the picture of James Gordon Brown. He's a former British Prime Minister. You see, at the Labour conference some years ago, he gave a very brilliant speech, and the speech is something that I usually read once in a while, and then because it means a lot to me. Then Britain was passing through challenging times, and people were expecting it to come out to address the situation. They wanted to be sure of what's going on. They wanted to be sure of where they would be. And in his response to the situation, then I would not forget. He said a part of his speech where, and I will tell you what else I've learned, that tough times don't weaken the determination of people who believe in what they are doing, but strengthen our resolve. You see, tough times, he has also shared the story of his life, various tough times he has passed through his life. And I want to let you know, no one has ever attained the pinnacle or breakouts in life or breakthrough in life without passing through. No. And this is what has made their story worthwhile. This is what has made them being able to create the difference that they were able to create. He said, and I will tell you what else I've learned, that tough times don't weaken determination of people who believe in what they are doing. So, if you believe in your determination, if you believe in what you are doing, you can never be defeated. Yes, but rather, the more it becomes tough, the more you become tougher above the situation. I would like to say something, share one of my personal experience in life. One of the toughest period of my life was when my children were taken off me by my ex-wife. I tell you one thing, I passed through 3.5 years of serious, and I'm here to understand the language I need to put, of serious challenges. Oh, this is where I got to know deceit. People, people were so deceitful. People were just this, people were that. And the more I took, and I have to take this matter to court at the end of the day. But I tell you a story. The more this court case became challenging, the more I was determined to become tougher than the challenge. Because I've read various books about challenges anyway. So, but I saw myself versus the court system. Yes, it was one challenge to another, one thing from another. I tell you a story. The point at which I became tougher than ever was the point I had my children released to me. Throughout all these 3 years of challenges, there are a lot of projects I could not complete. There are a lot of things I left undone. But I knew one thing good I would say, that I learned a lot about life and friends, families, both deceitful people, both genuine people. One thing I come to realize is, for you to go far in life, or for you to overcome challenges in life, you don't need a lot of people. You only need the few who are ready to help you achieve the needful. And I would like to say, use me to thank my parents, my family, a few friends, and I could define how deceit looks in reality, and how painful betrayal and deceit looks. But the good side of my story is, I was able to start firm, strong, and tough, and until I was able to overcome that specific challenge, and from there I moved on. So, but before then, I've been visualizing myself, seeing my children, getting my children back, because it's possible, and I never gave up. So, just as James Gordon Brown said, it strengthened our reason. That is to say, our ability to turn things around, our ability, to achieve what we desire. So it's strengthened. I was strengthened in the midst. You see, during this court case, I learned a lot of things about family law. I learned a lot of things about even the law itself that I was ignorant about initially. When I moved close to people who had the same issue I had, I realized that majority of them gave up. Because they could just restart the challenge, they could just, they have all reasons to give up. But I knew that this thing will cost me time, this thing will cost me effort, but I tried to give it. And today, while I'm saying that I'm seeing my children every now and then at will, they are yet to see their own children. Because, I'm not mocking, but the truth is, I saw it as a challenge that I need to fight in my lifetime. Nobody's going to fight this for me. What I need to say is, if you listen to one of my clips, yes, Set Big Standards, one of my podcasts, you could get it on YouTube, you can get it on Facebook, or various platforms. There was a statement I made clear there, that Set Big Standards, we are our own warriors. You are your own warrior, I'm my own warrior. Nobody is going to fight my battles for me, and nobody's going to fight the battles for you. The point is, whenever you are being confronted with any battle in life, either intentional or intentional, you just have to fight it. Else, you become worthless. Else, you end up regretting it. Else, you end up becoming meaningless. So, back to what we are discussing. Gordon Brown said something again. And I know that the best way that the way to yes, he said the best way to deal with tough times is to face them down. Ignoring tough times will later end up in the regrets. Ignoring tough times, we eventually make you face it in a tougher way. As somebody said, that he who runs for fighting will live to fight another day. So, the major thing that holds us from achieving our vision are challenges. You might classify them obstacles, setbacks, disappointments. They are all challenging periods, because you just have to ensure that you overcome them and move on. So now, from my own personal experience, I was able to face my challenge down because I knew it was a tough time. I could tell you stories of what I went through the courts proceedings, but I stood strong. One of my major strengths was the more I was able to learn from people who have passed through it and succeed. I've seen people went to court, family courts, who spent some years, and then when they share their experience with me, I become more ready than ever. I become more prepared, just as the scout motto, indicates or states that be prepared. So I became more prepared, and one thing I would like to say that I became more tougher than the court proceeding itself, because it became a point whereby it's either I get it down or all else are set loose, because I made it clear that there's no need for me to compromise or negotiate what is meant for me. So, and this is one of the major purpose of a negotiation. One of the major purpose of a challenges is either you negotiate, okay, take this route, stay here. No. So, this just an interesting topic, and I don't know, maybe sometimes I might come again and speak up on it some other time in the future. But the truth is, the best way to achieve your desire is to face down your challenges holding you back. There is no way to that. There are no other ways to that. So, as I usually say, challenges are best for human beings. It's either you face them and move ahead, or you avoid them stylishly, diplomatically, giving excuses, recreating the paradigm or fabricating the paradigm. Most people are so much good at fabricating, reconfiguring their situation. They make failure look nice, reasonable, palatable. They make it look as if, it's the latest norm in town, it's the latest style, But the truth is, they only run from fighting for a while, but they will eventually live to fight another day. So, at the height at which you attain is what your children or offsprings or those with you can enjoy with you. So, if you end up disappointing yourself, you will disappoint a lot. You will just disappoint a lot of people. And the more you disappoint people, the more they engage themselves with you, because nobody likes to be associated with a failure. So, let us see. I remember this speech, and he said the best way to face down challenges is to, the best way to handle tough times is to face them down. So, regarding of the obstacles you are facing in making your vision a reality, the best thing you could do, face them down. Give it whatever it takes. Yes, it's a story that's worthwhile. So, one thing I let you know is that vision is the driving force which helps us define our clear. Yes, which helps us define with clarification. Yes, I think there's a typographical error here. So, back to this. It said, vision. You see, vision is the driving force which helps us define our clear intentions in terms of what we want to achieve in life. It also serves as a guiding light for taking action and making decisions. So, say you want to become a doctor or a pharmacist, you must know the best decision you need to take today. Or you need to understand the best decision you need to make today, so that in the next few years you become a doctor. Don't tell me you went on to study business in college and you are going to any university to go and study medicine or engineering. Because you don't need to be told anyway. You know where you're going to end up with. But the time you've already know the right thing, you have a vision of becoming a doctor, you know that you study business at the college or at your A levels is not the rightful decision for you to make. So, vision makes our intention clear. Your intentions are clear to you. So, and this is the driving force. I deliberately use this picture to show that, when you have a steering wheel in the car, you control it. And if you refuse to control the steering wheel, the car controls you. So, in order for the car not to control you, you control the steering wheel. And that's the simple logic. Another point is, it helps us to value our long-term goals. Mostly, when so vision helps us value our long-term goals. Mostly when overwhelmed by unexpected challenges, and help us remain on track towards those goals are actualized. Because of your vision, every goal you carry out in the process of actualizing your vision, you see, it becomes valued by you. People around you might not see meaning in what you are doing because you know the type of vision you have, and you know the importance of your vision to you. It might make no meaning to others, does not mean it's meaningless to you. So, but because of your vision might be meaningless to people, one, and the goals you are, carrying out, you have to attain those visions might make no meaning to people as well. But because it's your vision, it will help you value your goals, your long-term goals, and from there, and the truth is, if you carry out goals, you always come across challenges, both the platform and on your platform, you will always come across them. And the truth is that after overcoming challenges, it's important for us to remain on track, not be destabilized. Yes, as I've said, challenges are meant for human beings. Yes. So, let us proceed. Now, at this point, I would like us to have some critical review. Yes, in order to make this thing more meaningful. We have to understand that life is always in phases. We have to understand what's in that life is in phases. So, we need to learn how to live in the reality of the moment. You see, the major reason why people fail is that they keep on holding themselves to the failures of the past. When you tell them to take certain steps, they always hold on to, oh, I tried it. This is what it went wrong. This is what, I always tell them that every day has its own challenges and every day has its own blessings or merits. So, we just need to live in the present movement. The way things were being done 10 years ago is different from the way things are being done at the moment. So we need to ensure that things are different and things are likely not to occur the same way the second time. So just imagine when you have to make a phone call back in the 90s and 80s, you have to go and get a land phone, have to go and I remember people have to go and queue, people have to go and get a payphone. But now you just with your hand, with your mobile phone, you will call anywhere in the world. This used to be luxury back then in the day. So, and we have to understand we have to be in the present moment, the reality of the moment. We have to live by it. We have to do things the way things have been done. So, the second one is the past is gone. We just have to understand that the past is gone. Yes. Whatever might have happened in the past, we should not allow that define our future. We should not allow that serve as a platform for us why we will not make moves, or a reason why we need to fail ourselves before being failed by others. The next point I would like us to believe that take on board is the future is ahead. Yes, the future is ahead. So we need to start. If we are to prepare, no matter what you are doing, you can't spend all your life on preparing. You need to start acting. Yes. If you tell me you want to become a doctor, 5 years ago you were preparing, 2 years ago you were preparing, even this year you are still preparing, then the truth is, when will you end up becoming a doctor? So, the truth is, yes, the future is ahead, but you have to start, apart from preparing, you have to start taking action from now. And if you're in the process of taking action, you need to carry on with that action. Then you persist. You remain consistent till it becomes a reality. Today's preparation ascertains tomorrow's success. Yes. So, whatever you want to be tomorrow, you start the old thing from today. And as John Maxwell do say, that all our tomorrow depends on all of our today. That is to say, whatever we have to give our tomorrow, it depends on what we've put into ourselves today. So, but yet, we can't spend the whole time of preparation. Just to repeat myself, you have to start acting. That acting might serve as a preparation for tomorrow, yes, but in the process of preparation, you still to be acting in order to make the whole process meaningful. So this is Robert Coyle. He said, visualize things that you want. See it, feel it, believe it. Make your mental blueprint and begin to build. Yes. You see, this is just, I said it all. And it's well explanatory. That is, visualize things you want. Not what you see, at times, we allow other people's opinion to define our reality. This is one of the biggest mistakes we make as human beings. You have your life to live for yourself. Then why do you allow people live your life for you? If you value your life, you will live it for yourself. You will not allow other people to live it for you. Yes, you might seek advice from other people. Yes. But yet, you can't take on board every advice you get from people. Some stories are some stories are meant to inspire you. Some stories are meant to motivate you. Some stories are meant for you to learn from, in order to avoid certain mistakes. Some stories are there for you just to correct yourself. Some stories are there out there just for you to adjust. And likewise, some advice are there to do the same thing. So, but you would not tell me you value your life when you allow other people's opinion to define your reality. Opinion can vary, but reality can hardly vary in some cases. So, when you are now placing opinion or people's opinion beside your reality and equating it, you are diminishing your life. You are diminishing your value. You are disrespecting yourself. Yes, you are belittling your personality. It's not a matter of being boastful, but you need to add some value to your life. So, you know what you want, and you owe yourself the responsibility of going for it. Not waiting for people. It's only when you are waiting for people to get everything done for you, they have the right to predict you. Because you've created space for that. Because you've exposed yourself to such a ridiculous arena. So, it's only when you expose yourself to such things, people can easily predict you, and know because they know that you are a do-nothing person, or you are not ready to do anything, they know where you end it up. But if you are the person who values yourself, before being told, you act. Even though when you don't know what to do, you seek advice, you seek knowledge, you research, you discover. Don't wait for things to be done before you move. Don't wait for the whole thing to be clear. Don't wait for the road to be clear before you start making moves. Remember, that same part you are waiting for somebody to clear, you could also clear it. So, the truth is, you own your own life and you ought to value it. That's the best way to live your life. Visualize things you want. In this point, I advise you, be the change you want to see. Yes, you learn from people today so that people can learn from you tomorrow. So, see it. Yes, feel it. Believe it, because it's your life. Make your mental blueprint. That is, assume that it's possible. Take it as if it's possible. Then build it. Then it becomes a reality. So, and one other point is, we need to visualize our goals and our dreams with clarity. Yes, and this helps our mind to focus on what we want to achieve in life. So, I remember one of the lords who had to be a popular businessman in Britain, yes, Lord Sugar. He said what? He said, what you see is what you get. That is, what you see is what you've processed over time. And once you now come up, just like you planted mango seeds, you will end up having mango fruits. Just like you planting apple seeds, you will end up having apple fruits. So, but when you are planting mango seeds, don't visualize yourself having apple fruits. When you are planting apple fruits, don't visualize yourself having mango fruits, because it shows you are not visualizing you are not visualizing your goals with clarity. You should be clear that, okay, on this parcel of land, I've planted apple trees. You know that in a couple of months or whatsoever, you are coming back there to see not the same seed you planted, but fruits in multitude. So this is how our vision today, because what we do today is determine what we are going to see tomorrow, and what we see is what we are going to get. So by virtue of reality, I stand by Lord Sugar's quote, and I want to tell you this thing: is that quote is worth living by. So you plant whatever you want to see tomorrow, plant it today. Whatever you want, you put in the effort today. Whatever you want life to give to you tomorrow, put in the effort today. That is how you make life what you want to make it. But if you wait for it to be made for you, you will end up seeing things that are below your standard, things that are below your worth, things that are becoming more ridiculous to your state. So, now, part of our critical view, I want us to have some questions. I would like to ask ourselves some questions. Now, can you ask yourself, your inner self, these questions? What's your vision? Future. What's your vision for the future? Are you a student? Are you in your career path? Even though you are in your career path, do you want to be in the same place where you are today? Do you want to move ahead? Where do you see yourself? Are you a student? You can't spend all your life in the classroom. Remember, you'll be out of that same classroom, and where will you be? So you begin to prepare for where you want to be after the classroom. Then, what do you see yourself doing in the next 5, 10, 15 years from now? What do you visualize yourself? For you to understand visualization, you have to, what do you see yourself doing? I remember a woman who became a retired teacher. She said she became a teacher after she left high school. And you know why teaching? She was taking courses, holiday courses gradually. And before you know what happened, she became a doctorate degree holder while teaching, a doctorate degree holder in education. And she ended up, her teaching career being a chief education officer. But the truth was, some of our friends, some of them could not even go further in their education, they never went for courses, they ended up being a nursery teacher all their lives, and they retired. Now, some has some went for some few courses. Yes, they ended up being a classroom teacher, some ended up as a principal, some ended up being a primary school head, whatsoever. People were changing roles year and year, but yet everyone was being fixed in accordance with their qualification and experience. So majority of them were gathering experience but not qualification. But because she was gathering, and the more she was gathering experience, the more she was backing it up with qualification. That was where she made the difference. So after 35 years, all of them did not end up at the same level. So likewise, you ask yourself today, where will you end it up? Remember no matter what you do, if you work for a private company, if you work for the government, whatsoever, remember one day you will end up retiring. But where will you end it up? Ask yourself. Yeah, what are your plans in attaining your dream life? Yes, what are your plans? These are very powerful questions. When you know that this life you are living will not make you accomplish, I think it's better for you to change it. And if you don't know how, that is why you have to learn, search, be able to search, discover yourself. What you are today is not all what you could be. So likewise, there are other improvement platforms. So in which you could, the more you improve yourself, the more you discover more about yourself, the more you make steps, the more you make moves. So, what goals do you need to achieve now to make your dream reality? So, the truth is, Do you want to become a professor tomorrow? You know what you need to do today. In the next 2 years, you know what you need to do. Until you make moves and until you attain your dream life. You see, another artist I so much love, and when I was much younger, I do remember the song, and I remember singing while back in school and everything with some of my schoolmates. He said, but one thing I so much love the song, he said, if I can see it, then I can do it. So, yes, he's saying it, then, but he knows, he's feel it. He knows himself a sense of responsibility, a sense of possibility by saying, I can do it. Then, if I just believe it, there's nothing through it. So, that is, he sees those challenges that we try to hold him back as nothing. So, psychologically or philosophically, he has played above the challenges that might try to hold him back. And he said there, he said, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. Yes, I see me running through the open door. That is no obstacles. And I believe I can fly. You see, your visualization will eventually inspire your belief. He is sucking from, he wrote the lyrics from what he could see about himself. That what he could visualize about himself. You see, what you visualize about yourself will inspire you or compel you into action. When you see yourself flying through, I'm not saying, if it is clear, challenges are inevitable, but if you do the right thing, if you push, if you make steps, if you get yourself self-motivated, I tell you, those challenges will end up being nothing than a temporary situation that ought to have been passed by anybody. I remember a particular saying back then when I was in school, that if obstacles were to be removed, no man will move forward. So, like I said earlier on, the jobs of obstacle is to hinder people from making progress. So, will you allow obstacles, will you allow them hinder you, or will you play above them and make progress? No matter the level you attain in life, there are always challenges awaiting you. So, in every level you attain in life, at every level you attain in life, there are always challenges attached to that level. So, every level you attain, you overcome challenges, move to the next one. Every level. So, as I'm talking to you now, in my speaking career, I've uploaded some episodes of various social media platforms. Now, this will not be my last, hopefully. After this, I'm going to get comments, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get exposure, I'm going to get this. But yet, I'm still preparing towards the next one. It's challenging putting up, resources, information, putting up, an episode like this. It's always challenging. But I will never allow things that will challenge me become more stronger than me. And how do I get that done? Now, in the next few weeks or the next few days, I'll be coming up with another episode. I've started preparing, even though I have other commitments. Yes, but I attach value to what I'm doing. And that's why I always create time for what needs to be done. So likewise, your goals could be achieved, but you have to attach value to them by creating time for them. So, yes, I would like to recommend this book again. And the title is The Mysteries of Excellence. Yes, The Mysteries of Excellence. Graduating from challenges to a champion arena. Let me tell you one thing. And you can see, vision is the first step. Vision is the first step towards excellence. So if you want to excel in life, you must have the first thing is to have a vision. And just having a vision is not sufficient, but you need to understand your vision. And that is how you could value your vision. So, if you want to attain excellence, you have to understand the mysteries. Let me analyze it to you today. The main difference between people who go far in their endeavor and people who just flame off or get sublimed halfway is that those who go far understand the mysteries of what they do. Someone can wax music out, just be fortunate and get known. Another person can also wax music out endlessly and remain on the dancing floor for as long as possible, because he understands the business of composing music, putting music together, putting intros together, putting instrumentals together. He understands the mystery than the other person. So that's why when the second person is backing out, he is still making waves in the industry. He's still relevant, he's still significant. And the more relevant you are, the more people want to associate themselves with you. Just like you being a footballer, scoring more, when you score at least 2 goals in every match you play, more companies will like to associate themselves with you because they know that your fans are making you popular, your clubs making you popular. So more companies will like to make you part of their brand. We like to associate you with their brand, or that so that they become more known as you. Unlike you that score like a footballer who scores just 2 goals in a season. You understand my point? So even when both players are about to be sold to other clubs, you see that they will never be purchased at the same price. No, it's not going to be done because everything associated to that moment is business, and the sole aim of business is to make profit. So I will advise everyone to please get a copy of this book from Amazon and other book retailers. I tell you one story. It combines of experience. It combines a lot of experience. It combines a lot of mysteries you have to discover. Yes, to have to make a difference. So another critical review I like us to examine here is we need to understand what you are what you see and think of yourself, not what others think or see about you. Note that you are where you see yourself and not where the society places you. But you can't be where the society places you if you see nothing in yourself, and if you see no reason why you should take action. If you are not passionate and motivated about your life, you will be on the common ground being placed by life. So, never leave your life or future to chance or circumstances, but choose to be intentional by first having a vision of what and where you want to be in life. This is just your own responsibility. It's your sole responsibility. Nobody will do this to you. Yes, your parents can send you to a very nice school, but your parents cannot help you to learn. Learn is what you do yourself. So, you have to be realistic and avoid being sentimental about your own life and future. Don't expect everything to be done for you. Don't see life as a bed of roses. Yes, I always tell people, life is a warfare and not a funfair. And what you see is what you get. So, create what you want to see. Don't be sentimental that, oh, don't worry, we could get fruits anytime. Yes, you could get it. But what quality and what quantity? They differ. Another point is to make your vision meaningful, take action. We've said this earlier on, and you see, when you have a vision and you don't take action, it's a mere dream. And when you take action, and when you are taking action without having a vision, it's even disastrous because you are just on a journey to no destination. So, another point I want us to understand here, without vision, we are lost. So, we might put in enormous efforts, but if we don't have a vision of what we want to be, where we want to be, we are lost. And which makes the journey absolutely meaningless. Yes. You see, I would like to give all credit to Ramilio for his wonderful works. I came across his work and I really appreciate this. He said, life without vision, a misdirected life. That is a life without direction. A journey without destination. You see, I always tell people, it's better to remain stagnant. And maybe while being stagnant, you are sure of what you are going to realize, rather than it's better to remain stagnant than to embark on a journey without destination, because it's going to just be a wasted effort. So, I'm not saying being stagnant is the best option, but yet, you just have to have a vision to transform stagnation to a better situation. And also, if you decide to move, or to decide to change position, you must have a vision so that you will be attending a journey with a destination. So, people who don't have a vision tend to end up spending their life on the wrong things. Obviously, because they don't have a mind anything that really they really plan to do, it becomes so easy for them just to do anything they think they want to do at the moment. You see, automatically that amounts into a meaningless situation of life. You see, I'm not saying it's always good to be the lion of one's life rather than just to join the sheep. Lion stands alone, while the sheep, you have just to follow themselves, without knowing where they are going towards. But the truth is, to live a distinguished life, you have to be the lion of your own self. You have to have a vision of what you want, where you want to be. And you being a lion makes you more prepared than ever to confront and overcome challenges. So, the truth is, and then the next point, he said, that is how people live life today. More often than not, all they do is just to focus on what's in front of them. Only since they have no long range plan or goal to work on anyway. You see, you could just imagine the outcome of such people. Like I said, what you see is what you get. So, people who have no long range plan for themselves, people who have no goal for themselves, what will they get? What are they planning today? What will they get tomorrow? So, you see, the reality behind this episode is you are what you make yourself. You are what you do today. That's what you're going to come tomorrow. And no excuse about it. The more you blame situations, the more situations become unfavorable. The more you begin to blame the price of bread and butter in the market, the more it's going to go up. It will never come down. So, but you become a better version of yourself by having a vision today. It's not too late. And also, putting in effort in a realistic manner, in a consistent manner, and take it or you leave it. At the end of the day, you end up being a change that becomes desirable to others. It's only when you live a pleasant life, people adore you, people admire you, people get inspired through you. That's when people will see you as role models. Not when you do nothing, get nothing, and become nothing. People are not ready to associate themselves with you in such an arena. Yes, let's learn something from Oscar Bripon. He said, a life without a vision is like a man who can see but does not know where he's going. This is what I call psychological blindness. Eyes wide open, but does not know its destination. What a state of confusion. Yes, someone was telling me that the opposite of knowledge is ignorance. He said the opposite of knowledge, what did he say that knowledge? He said the opposite of knowledge is ignorance. I said no. Anybody, no matter what, as one state or the other, we are ignorant of one thing or the other. If I travel to a new place, I'm ignorant about a lot of things until I seek to know. That is, ask people who are there, where to get this, where to get that. Just like say, I just get to a new town, and I know that I'm going in the right direction, but maybe I'm looking for a house number, and I know I'm going on the road, and I say, okay, I'm looking for number so. You understand my point? Not on someone tells me I'm still ignorant. So we are all ignorant at one level or the other in life. But you see, when you tell me that, when you ask me, the opposite of knowledge is absolutely confusion. So come to this man. He said, a life without vision is like a man who can see but does not know where he's going. Yes, you don't need to be blind to have, people with partial, even people with sight issues, they could still do one or two things. You could see them pressing keyboard, you could see them making moves, you could see them still reading and writing. Just like there's one woman I saw some years ago. Yes, even though she had no sight, she was a lawyer. So this woman knows what to do. But unlike that man who has gotten eyes, but does not know what to do in law. So let's come to reality of this matter. When you have vision, you know what to do. When you have vision, you know where to move, you know where to be. You see, vision is more psychological, and you can only give what you have. You can't give what you don't have. So, being visual is something psychological, and in which we have to, empower ourselves with, to make life more meaningful, and make life worthwhile. So, the truth above the truth is that when a man does not have vision, the man does not know where he's going. The man has no direction, no destination. Automatically, his life is not going to be worthwhile. It's going to end up in a road. So, now this is my take on this episode. I haven't made various research. I haven't spoken on various things regarding the same topic. With our visualization, we keep beating around the bush, and we waste our time chasing shadows rather than objects. Yes, when people begin to chase shadows, I wonder what they will end up achieving. That is, say they are no longer realistic. They are too sentimental. They are confused. So even when they see the reality, even no matter the support you give them, they are scared. They are afraid of doing the right thing, even getting the right result, bringing it to them. They are even still afraid. They are always giving excuses, reasonable excuses, beautiful excuses. But at the end of the day, I wonder what they will end up with. So, to avoid living a misguided life, we got to have a vision. What do you want to become in life? What do you think is needed to be done in your life right now? It's important that you establish the right direction with clarity to live a valuable and a meaningful life. So, that is say, if you don't have a vision, you cannot establish a direction. And once you cannot establish your direction, you can hardly live a valuable and a meaningful life. So there is no debate about this. It's just that. So let's come to our summary. Our vision is what drives us to transform our current world for a better tomorrow by being ambitious and realistic in all our endeavors. It's paramount you establish a right and clear direction in all areas of our life. The power of visualization. Visualize your goals. Dream with clarity, as this helps your mind to focus on what you want to achieve. When you consistently visualize success, you create a powerful magnet to attract it into your life. So, what you visualize at this point, you attract what you visualize into your life. Both success and failure, they are both outputs of the mind, because your mind becomes equipped towards it, prepared towards it. So you are what you have already absorbed into yourself. You are what you've visualized about yourself. I'm not saying at times when you visualize success, you might end up facing challenges, and that might be lead to failure. But the failure is not going to be permanent. It end up being temporary, because you will try again. In terms of you trying again, you know what you need to do. You knew where you made your mistakes. And from your mistakes, you learn to improve. And from improvement, yes, you try again and you succeed. So, now, let's carry on. So, let me start again. The power of visualization. Visualize your goals. Dream with clarity. As this helps us mind, helps your mind to focus on what you want to achieve. When you consistently visualize success, you create a powerful magnet to attract it into your life. Yes. Visualization enables a well-directed life via effective planning. Yes. Effective planning and intentionality is a powerful tool that can be used to manifest our desires by creating a better image of what we want to achieve and work towards making them a reality. It helps us avoid living a wasteful life and help us live a wasteful life, but live towards full. So visualization enables enables a well-directed life via effective planning and intentionality. So when you have an effective plan, you see, you act with intention. It's a powerful tool that can be used to manifest your dreams by creating a mental image of what you want to achieve and work towards them and making them a reality. Work towards them making them a reality. It helps us avoid living a wasteful life, but live towards fullness potential. So that is to say, with visualization, we end up living a life that is well utilized, a life that is well spent, a life that resources are utilized to the best of our potentials, so that our time is effectively being used and not wasted. So, in conclusion, understanding the power of visualization enables us to view our goals and dreams with clarity and helps our mind focus on what matters to make our dream a reality. By setting clear intention and visualizing our desired outcome, we can align ourselves with the energy of abundance and attract it into our lives. We need to think big about ourselves and our future. We should never limit ourselves for whatever reason. We should aim high and embrace our audacious goals. Never should we allow fear or doubt hold us back from fulfilling our potentials in life. Bear in mind, without vision, confusion is always the outcome. So that's the simple truth. We have to ensure that we have a vision to avoid a state of confusion. So to add this, vision is a guideline. Vision is a roadmap towards our destination, towards our dream life. And I would like us to understand that visualization is not the foundation of excellence, it's the foundation of prosperity, it's the foundation of all whatever what we call in life. So, thanks very much for listening to this. I'll be coming your way with other inspiring episodes, and you could, after listening to this, you could feel free to share this, like this, follow me on various or subscribe on various social media platforms. Yes, feel free to make comments, and you also, if you follow me, you will get notified whenever I upload another inspiring episode. And also, I would like you to please share with friends, family members, and pass your comments. I love feedback so much. And on top of that, I would like to also, in case you'd like to contact me, you can contact me through my social media platform. Yes, you could please feel free to get my books on Amazon and get more inspired information and get more fortified and live a well, directed life. So thank you very much. Till I come your way next time. Thank you very much and remain inspired.